Pastor A.R Williams in Memphis is going viral for what he said over the weekend about the Democrats. Pastor A.R Williams, I've been knowing of him for years. He used to be on Holmes Road. They moved out there on Winchester about 20 years ago. He has been known for speaking out against the Democrats. And that seems to be all he does is speak out against the Democrats. That's fine and dandy to speak against the Democrats if you are righteous, if you're doing it with the right intent. He was very vocal of speaking against Obama. Even after Obama left office, he was still known to speak against Obama. So it's no secret who he supports and favors. I have never heard him come out and say he support the Conservative Party. But it's no secret. Anytime you get a preacher that preach heavily against one party, that pretty much lets you know who they support. An independent preacher have no problem speaking against Democrats or Republicans. A righteous preacher don't have no problem speaking against either party. But the conservative preachers, especially the black conservative preachers, they pretend to be holy in what they doing, but all they doing is campaigning. So like all of them, they want to put it on the platform. I can't be with a party. No, you can't be with sin, period. A righteous man can't go along with sin, period. So you can't try to put it on the platform. If you claim to be righteous, holy, you have to preach against everything, platform and persons. After all, it is people that operate politics. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, wicked people. Ephesians 6 and 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness, against this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places mean governments, institutions, and stuff like that. Neither party is holy. You try to hide behind the platform to shine, to give yourself avenue to support sin yourself. If the Democrats are sin and against God, so is the Republicans. Democrats just don't hide behind the Bible. A.R Williams is another one of those black conservative preachers. Anytime you don't never hear a preacher preaching against both parties, do what they tell you. Democrats, preachers, they are wrong. Everybody are wrong. If you're not an independent preacher, chances are you're wrong. Y'all have no problem preaching against the Democrats while you go along with sin. Y'all went along with Donald Trump the first time around. When the elections came back up, re-election came back up for him, y'all went along with him. Y'all went along with the dirty deeds that he did. Y'all went along with the tricks and lies. Y'all went along with January the 6th. Y'all went along with them rejecting Christ with Mike Pence. Mike Pence stood up on his Christian values. Did the Christian conservatives appreciate that? No, they didn't. They clearly chose politics over Christ. None of the Christian conservatives, black, called out Paula White, Kenneth Copeland, Hank, and all the other, Greg Locke. None of them called them out for prophesying those lies on God in favor of Trump. You still have them floating around today. False prophets, false prophetess. Standing black conservatives like A.R. Williams, Bishop Patrick Woodin, standing in the pulpit, use God time to campaign against the Democrats. A.R. Williams is another one of those pulpit pimps in Memphis. You see limos at his church. High maintenance spouse. He's never been known to be out in the community. You never see him doing up a preaching. And most of the time, he's preaching against the Democrats. Never preach the gospel. They preach politics. Donald Trump is the poster child for violating the Ten Commandments. If we're going to use the Ten Commandments, we're going to use the Bible against the Democrats. We got to use the Bible against the Republicans too. Democrats for transgender, same-sex marriages, abortion. Let them tell Democrats against everything. And they kind of right. I don't go along with the Democrats on political views and stuff like that. I don't agree with them. But at the same time, the Republicans are just as unholy. They are just as sinful. So we can't show favoritism out of the pulpit. We can't shine the light and expose one party while shielding the other party. Well, it's the platform that I'm looking at. It's the policies. No, that's a lie. You flip that around, you ain't gonna get a Democrat that grace. If Obama was half bad, as Trump, you think the Republicans would have let all that went? They ridiculed Obama for smoking a cigarette. They ridiculed Obama for wearing a suit. I think they said something about his wife having her arms out at one point. See how they nitpick, search for stuff, anything. I I ain't never heard A.R. Williams preach against the Republicans. I never heard too many black. There's another one, preacher in South Haven. He in the coaching. Vincent Matthews. He over there on 51 in South Haven. Is it South Haven? South Haven. He's another conservative black preacher. Never preach against the conservatives. Never open their mouth. If they do find themselves saying something about the conservative party, it's very, very light. They might say something and move on. They not going to be as passionate and speaking against the conservatives as they are when they come to the Democrats. They want to make sure y'all know exactly where they stand when it comes to the Democrats. Back here a few years ago, it were Republican senators that would get in trouble for trying to sleep with them boys up there in Washington, in the bathrooms and all that. Y'all remember that? Them pages, they were dating and coding and going with and stuff like that. Republicans believe in abortions too. Elizabeth Warren even said something like that a few years ago. They would the conservatives would campaign against stuff, whatever it takes to get them votes, they don't mind. But behind closed doors, in privacy, what they doing? The exact same thing. They're a bunch of hypocrites. The Democrats don't hide behind the ballot. The Democrats let you know what they about, unlike the conservatives. Now, who are worse? Who is much worse? Although both are unholy, but which is much worse? I believe the conservatives are much worse because they try to use the Bible. They deceitful. Donald Trump have violated all the laws of God. He's living in adultery right now. This woman is his third wife. He never respected his marriages. That's enough right there to preach against the conservatives. Donald Trump and the Conservative Party attacked Mike Pence after he lost the election. Is that righteous in the eyes of God? Mike Pence is a man of God. Mike Pence is a man of God. The Republican Party have proven over and over again that they don't want a righteous man to represent them. Mike Huckabee, a Southern Baptist preacher. Mike Huckabee talked about wanting to run for president. What did they do? They threw him aside, put him on the back burner. Gave him a spot on Fox News. Every time they get a Christian man, anybody that resemble holiness, what do the Republicans do? Push him aside. Donald Trump and Mike Pence fell out not too long after they took over the White House. What did they fall out about? Different beliefs. Mike Pence saw how Donald Trump was carrying on up there. Lack of respect for people, cursing folks out. He even cursed Mike Pence out on a few occasions. That sound like a righteous man? January the 6th, everybody wanted to see Mike Pence deleted. Everybody on the right side, simply because they view him as a traitor. He didn't stand with Donald Trump. Never mind the fact that what he said about his convictions. Never mind the fact that he loved the Lord. They didn't give a damn about that. Now they want to holler they holy and righteous. Donald Trump lost the elections fair and square. He tried to call down there and get them to help him cheat on a number of occasions. He's still in trouble for that in Georgia. Then he lied, pushed a big lie. Fox News went along with it, cost him almost $1 billion. That sound like a righteous man? That sound like a righteous party? Since you want to talk about party, sound like a righteous party? You couldn't accept the fact that you lost? Spread it all on liars? What the Bible say about bearing false witness? Donald Trump bearing false witness. What the Bible say about adultery? Why you think he desperately want back in the White House? So he can make his problems go away. Don't be blind by what the conservative preachers say. If they ain't preaching against both parties equally, then they ain't no count. They pretending to be holy.